You know, one of my favorite genres is horror, science fiction, stuff like that. But you ever notice how in horror movies, I don't know if you all remember this movie, let me know if you do, but I don't see it when I Google it, but it's called 1111, and it's not the one you see when you Google. It's the one about the guy who was an author who basically sacrificed his whole family, his partner, his children for fame and fortune. And he eventually lost it all. And then he had to go and he stayed with this man in a wheelchair who eventually found out was, I can't remember if it was his brother, cousin, whatever. But, anyways, it always is like in the horror films. Um, First horror film I ever saw was when I was like 4, maybe 5, Pet Cemetery. Anyways, my mom used to do shit. She would watch Chucky and buy Chucky dolls and like shit like that, mess with me. But anyways, this guy, yeah, in the horror film, the one who was actually the good guy, the who was actually this Latin dude who wanted to warn people about the guy in the wheelchair who was portraying to be, uh, this Christ-like person, you know. But come to find out. But anyways, always in horror films, I always find it just so uncanny how the one everybody is calling evil, the one who is supposedly, everybody's hating on, who's saying this is that and this is, they did this and did that, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. They're the ones who talking that shit mainly be the ones who doing that shit. And the ones who are innocent are the ones who are there, they're trying to paint evil. But let me know if you remember that movie 1111, like the original one from like back in 2011, 2012, where it's about the two guys and the guy in the wheelchair basically tricks the author who lost and sacrificed everything. And that shit's crazy. But I like that theme in horror films, like psychological thrillers, like how the danger is really in your fucking face the whole fucking time. And the main ones talking that shit be the ones who you really should be worried about. And the quiet ones who minding their business, who handling their business, who don't say nothing, don't fuck with nobody, they're painted out to be the evil ones. But really, they be the exact opposite.